What is up, guys? Zan from the Madden YouTube channel. Today's video, we're going to show you an absolutely demonic setup out of the 4-3 even 6-1. But before we get into the video, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you guys take the time to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the uploads coming your way here on the Zan Madden YouTube channel. If you guys want to take your game to the next level in Madden 21, check out my strategy site, gridirongameplans.gg. Gridiron Game Plans is your one-stop source for all things competitive Madden. Every week in our Vault update, we take a look at the meta, or the most effective tactics available of competitive Madden, breaking down not only how and why the pros do what they do, but most importantly, how you can counter those metas. That way you can use it or abuse it when you face it in online head-to-head gameplay. On top of that, your subscription also includes any and every offensive and defensive game plan released on the website while your subscription is active. Currently, that is our Washington football offense with over 3 hours of content, our 4-6 defensive game plan with over 2 hours of content, and our brand new Pittsburgh Steelers single back wing stack offense with over 2 hours of breakdowns on top of our weekly updates. $9.95 per month will unlock access to the entire website, so head over to gridirongameplans.gg. Hopefully I'll see you over there on the website. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get into today's video. We're going to be taking a look at an absolutely insane pressure that you can mix in out of the 4-3 even 6-1. Now, later on this week in our Vault update on Gridiron, we're going to be taking a look at some different ways to approach the defensive side of the football. But my good friend and lab partner, KoltFordyV, has released an entire defense out of the 4-3 even 6-1 just this week. I urge you guys to go check it out. The link for that ebook is in the description of this video, so click over there and take a look. Now, in lieu of that ebook being released, I wanted to kind of lab up something and give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of the things that you can do, and we'll elaborate further on how to optimize this defense and all defenses in general in Madden 21 later on this week in the Vault update. But this particular video is really good in that it provides pressure and counters one of the major checkdowns in Madden, which is the halfback angle route. So out of the 4-3 even 6-1, what we're going to do is choose the play cover 3 buzz. And when you break the huddle, what you're going to notice is that this is pretty much a symmetrical formation. You have a middle linebacker, you have 4 down linemen across that are your 4, and then you have your 2 outside linebackers on the edge. And you can kind of tell that this looks like a 6-1, where you have 6 guys across and 1 linebacker at the second level. Now, 2 high safeties and 2 corners. So this is a true 4-3 package. Now, the way that we're going to make this work is that we know that most players tend to like sending 5 guys out on routes. They're used to the fact that this game is not very good to blitz out of unless you are manually rushing, which is a major meta. And we talk about how to not only manually rush out of the most popular formations on Gridiron Game Plans, but we show you how to block those manual rushes as well. Now, what we're going to do here is we're actually going to show you guys how to take away the most popular check down route in the game, which is far and away the halfback angle. And if you guys don't know how to counter this, the best way that you guys counter this is by actually taking a defensive lineman and manning him up cross-man style on the running back. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and drop coverage. This will be a 3-man rush. I'm not even going to use her here. I'm just going to leave Bobby Wagner in the middle of the field. And what you'll notice is that if you run this angle route, you notice that it runs directly into that cross-man defensive end. Right there, the running back caught it in traffic, but nobody is going to be able to live that way. So again, you kind of see right here, if you just cross-man that, there's a trust factor associated with this throw that, you know, obviously this is not something that you're going to throw repeatedly over and over and over because that player is in the way of that particular throw. So what we're going to do here is we're going to optimize this tactic out of the 4-3 even 6-1 by bringing a manual rush, which should hopefully force your opponent to throw the ball quickly to the running back, who will be covered. If not, they'll take a sack. So again, this is about bringing pressure in this video. So what we're going to do here is we're going to base a line. That's just going to kind of center everything up. And then we are going to blitz the right of screen edge. And the reason that we want to do that is we want to entice our opponents to block the running back, which means no check down. And, you know, if they do block the running back, great. Now, all of a sudden, that's 1 less guy. We only have to worry about the tight end and 3 receivers. If they send the running back out on a route, we're actually going to be cross-manning that. So, again, you kind of see right here, this right now at this point is only a 4-man pressure with the edge rusher, the D end, and both D tackles. Now, with our user, we're going to go ahead and leave him in zone. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the fact that this player, Collier, ends up engaging when he's in man coverage temporarily with the offensive tackle. So you see here in this example, he basically runs at the tackle and then peels back in coverage. And sometimes you'll even notice that he'll make, contact with that left tackle. And you can kind of see that 71's not blocking anybody here. So we're isolating that tackle with this assignment. And what we're going to do is, if we can isolate that tackle with this assignment, and we know that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 guys rushing, but again, if this guy's engaged with that tackle or just has his attention for a split second, we can kind of count him as a rusher for that first split second. You've got basically 5 guys rushing, and there's 5 linemen blocking, and then you add in the user, that becomes a 6th guy. He's going to be free to the quarterback. Now, as far as adjusting your zones on this, my recommendation is to probably rotate down the safety that is on the trip side of the formation. There is no trips here, but you see that there's 3 receiving options to the right of the quarterback. So you probably would rotate that safety down. You could put him in a hook or a curl flat, whichever you want. And then I probably would replace him with the middle third. Probably could even walk down your safeties just a little bit just to deter quick passing lanes. But again, with this player being your user, you're going to shoot straight through the middle. And I prefer to pass commit on this. So when that ball snapped, you're flying straight through. And right there, we actually took too long to snap it. So let me go ahead and go ahead and throw that ball away here and get down. What you're going to end up doing here is, I believe I did forget a step here. You're actually going to crash your line to the middle before you do any of this. So then you cross man, you blitz this player off the edge. You can do whatever you want with your safeties on this particular setup. And then again, you're going to kind of just bum rush through the middle right at the snap. So you see right here, we run straight through the middle. And then you see that you either come through on your own or the guy off the edge is coming in, even though it's only a 5-man rush. So right here, we're going to be able to generate pressure off the edge with our our right of screen edge rusher. And you can see that the check down is taken away by 91 peeling back in coverage. And then if we don't come in free, we return back to the middle of the field as a user. So you see 54 peels back while we're getting pressure. So this ends up being not nearly as resource intensive as you would think. And I think that that's kind of one of the better parts of this defense, is the fact that we do have the ability to kind of, mix up what we're doing and provide that unknown that so many other formations, we just know 3-3-5. Okay, you can expect the 3 down lineman rush. 3-3-5 wide, you can expect the manual rush. This formation doesn't really have quite, that same meta associated with it yet anyway. So again, right here, as you kind of run this, again, crash the line to the inside and then pass commit. And then when that ball snapped, you're running straight through the middle. You see right here, this time we come in free, the angle route is taken away. Now, if you guys want to take this really to the next level, you can start to add abilities like strip specialist to your user. And when you come through the middle, you can actually strip the ball from the quarterback. And we talk about how to block all this on Gridiron Game Plan. So again, this is something that I wanted to kind of lab up to complement KoltFordyV's defense that he just put out. I think this is a really, really good defense to kind of mix it up. The other thing that's great about this is the 4-3-6-1 was originally run a couple years back when the Rams were in the Super Bowl. It was run by the Patriots, and it was actually run by the Chicago Bears in the regular season. If you go back and look up the all 22 footage, for those of you that have, NFL Rewind or one of those applications, you guys can actually watch how this really stops the stretch, which is one of the more popular runs in the game. But again, you can kind of see here how this takes away the quick throws. Obviously, the angle route is so important. So many people want to throw the ball hot, and having that cross-man defensive end off the left edge kind of peel back in coverage is super important. You just see how impactful this can be right here. The fact that that left tackle basically is occupied by that player who never rushes ends up allowing us to get in free. Now, the rest of this formation is actually really good at disengaging as well when you crash to the inside. But I don't want to give too much away. You guys should definitely be checking out Kolt's defensive game plan. Again, that link is in the description. Go check it out. KoltFordyV.squarespace. Definitely go pick this up. You guys can get the VLP, which is the virtual lab partner, on top of that. It helps you guys keep track of what plays are running best for you in certain scenarios based off of down, distance, hash mark, etc. He's also got a bench press tool, a man coverage tool to let you guys know what receivers on your team are best at beating what receiver or what defensive backs are in MUT right now. Kolt, again, is one of my lab partners that I play a lot of Madden with. Does a lot of off the beaten path lab work, and you guys should definitely be checking him out. So definitely check him out below in the description, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow with our next upload. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.